beautiful souls! Hi. So I wanted to make this quick video because I'm in the middle of a session and the call just dropped. We're having like weird technical difficulties, so I gotta keep flowing, baby. Man, some craziness going on lately in the astral space. Still doing the activations every single night, but now I've added a routine shielding technique through electromagnetically conducting my life force energy and the frequency of my emotion into a terminated garden quartz crystal, and I create vortices comprised of the frequency of love and gratitude in my room, and no attacks since. They can't fucking penetrate it, and not only can they not penetrate it, but so when I was getting attacked, these demonic entities would pour out of vortices on the walls of my bedroom, right? And then I became aware of that, and then I'd often break out of paralysis really quick and engage them, and I could spin them with the telekinetic technique with my attention, feeling, and will. And we just have so much more power than them. It's insane. We can instantaneously manipulate them. We can tear them to shreds if we want to, but for the most part, what you want to do is create a vortice made out of the emotional frequency of love. Conduct a vortice through your fucking hand chakras and your finger chakras into the wall and create a vortice. But make sure to feel into love in your heart center, and then use your mind as like a tracking, like a crosshair, and then feel into the space. Use your hand as like a wand, basically. Or you can use a terminated crystal. This is what I mean by terminated, with a pointed tip. So I've been doing that. And I start at the point, of course, and then I spiral, and then I pull it, and I pull it all around from the wall over towards the bed. And when I started doing that, no attack. Then all of a sudden, one broke through. Actually, a team of three. There was two littler ones and a larger one that broke through on the left side of the wall and came at me, but I broke out of the paralysis immediately, and I grabbed the two of them that were trying to run away and escape from me back into a vortice in the wall. And I grabbed them and started spinning them, and immediately, and then I look over to the third one, this larger one, and it started coming at me. And then just then, that alligator creature with the horn on its snout that I talked about in a previous video popped out of the vortice with its mouth open, and I threw them into its mouth, and then it retreated back into the vortice, and then the other one ran away, disappeared. Then, I know this sounds fantastical to y'all, but when you start lucid dreaming, astral projecting, pumping kundalini Shakti energy through your torus, turning all these abilities on, this is like an everyday thing, man. You're going to see all kinds of magical, wondiferous things, all kinds of entities, good and bad. It's just part of the process. There's a whole sea of life out there beyond the visible light spectrum. Some of you already know that. But so then I started conducting on every wall, right? And that's when they came at me from below the bed. I didn't conduct a vortice underneath me, underneath the bed. And one of them came at me, and I flipped around in my astral body, and I had my garden quartz terminated crystal here. This is the one I've been using to conduct. And oddly enough, it's got rainbow lights up in it now all of a sudden, and red. And I've been conducting with it every single night for fucking weeks. Yeah, I sleep with it in my hand before I go to bed. After I do all my activations and nesting my chakra system and pumping the kundalini Shakti, I then create the vortices in the walls, pull them into each other, and it creates this giant, beautiful frequency fence that's pumping the resonance of gratitude and love. They just can't penetrate it. They just can't. But they got cunning and came up from below this time, right? Because I didn't create one on the ground under my bed. And so it popped up and was starting to attack me, and I turned around and I just started, and I had this in the astral, that's the funny part, in my hand still. So I was laying there in my 3D body like this on my side, but in my astral body, I'm up, I'm turning over with it, and I pointed at, and I fucking start shooting this energy at it. It was just like Ghostbusters. This pink, purplish charge of plasma came out of the tip of the crystal, and the entity was like falling backwards. It was really fantastical, to say the least. But the astral's weird. So another thing that happens in the fourth dimension, this tesseract geometry, is I can be literally engaging the entity through the first person, looking at it, but then I'll like look at the wall and it will show me a two-dimensional view of our engagement. And it'll show me shooting the energy like this, and then it'll show the entity getting hit. But then I also can be actually looking face first person at it's just weird like that. I keep coming across that in the astral states where I'll see like a two-dimensional holographic screen of the situation that's occurring, and then I'll also be able to look at it first person. It's so weird. But yeah, I just wanted to share that while I'm waiting for my session to begin. These experiences, man, they give me so much wonderment. All the shit that I was missing when I was an atheist. There's so much to live for now. There's so much to fight for, and there's so much to experience. And that's the power right there of spirituality. It becomes your rock, your number one purpose. You know, your number one mission, purpose, and priority. And I love you all. And we double stack the next week with sessions, and then I got the last two. I got the 20th through the 31st open for lightbody activation sessions. So if you're interested, DM me on Instagram or email me, and I'll put that information below. I love you so much. Stay up, stay fractal, and we're just getting fucking started, baby.